My name is Maryna Allan, and I am the director of the White Feather Retreat Center, or White Feather Wellness, up in Idlewild, California in the San Jacinto Mountains. And after 5 years of living in Los Angeles, coming from Hawaii, I realized that I needed to get back to nature. I'd been in Hawaii for 20 years, and as a dance teacher mostly, and then when I injured myself dancing in my late 40s, I realized I had to find something else. I had to create a new life for myself. And there was nothing that happens by accident. So my injuries were really a blessing because it got me to slow down. It got me to explore this thing called Qigong. And I went, Chinese master came to Hawaii, and then I decided I was gonna go to China until I learned enough to feel confident in teaching it. So I traveled to China for about 6 years and moved to Los Angeles and opened a Qigong center. But what I found, what happened was, what I was trying to learn with Qigong was really about tuning into yourself, quieting down, and becoming more aware of your thoughts. I was having a difficulty doing because I was so focused on the business, getting more business, starting more classes, teaching more workshops, healing more people. I even went on to become an Eden Energy Medicine practitioner after a 3-year training program, and diffused my energy even more. So I realized at some point when I just couldn't do it anymore, because I was turning into the people that I needed to heal. I was becoming one of them, and I thought, this isn't working. What is the missing thing? What's the missing link? I was missing nature. I was disconnected. And I knew that if I was going to continue to not just grow older and wiser, but healthfully and with vitality and grace, I needed to get back to the source, which is nature. We're so disconnected from it. So I decided to get as far away as I could, but still stay a couple hours from Los Angeles or San Diego, big cities, and go to the mountains, 6,000 feet up in Idlewild. And this place, this property, pretty much just fell into my lap. And although I had a dream, it took a lot of courage. It took a lot of courage to give up my business, to leave every contact I knew, all my friends, and I had to follow my heart. So I started this place called the White Feather Retreat Center. And what I want to do here is different from other retreat centers. We are so used to going. We're so used to, we become human doings, not human beings anymore. And if we've lost our connection to source energy. We talk about this thing called chi, and everybody's trying to get more chi, more energy, right? It's not about more. It's not about, filling myself up. It's sometimes about letting go. You have to let go of the excess. You have to let go of what doesn't serve you. And that may be in the form of blocked energy in your body, or it could be in the form of possessions. It could be in the form of your beliefs, of your relationships, your work. And I'm not saying these things are bad, but if they're stopping the flow of life force energy into your body, if you're not feeling excited about life, if you're not feeling passionate about what you're doing, if you're feeling like you're a deflated balloon, and most of us are just trying to drink more coffee and have more technology and add to our lives. We're putting so much stuff in that the energy is getting blocked, it's not flowing. So I knew I wanted to create a place for people, and that's what White Feather Retreat is. White Feather Wellness is really the different kinds of modalities that we learn. And I'm going to teach up there, not just myself, but other people that I believe in. Because I don't think there's any one way to find balance and to become whole. We're really just returning to ourselves. We're returning to our own true natures. That's what my feeling is, why we come here. And we go on this big circle, right? And we're in a learning stage, and then we're in a doing stage. And what happens is, in this world, we become conditioned to believe that we are our job. We're our relationship. We're our house. We're the way we look physically. And so what we do, we change ourselves from the outside. We have cosmetic surgery. We color our hair. We put fingernail polish on. We wear designer clothes or buy the latest car or have the latest gadget and phone, whatnot. Because what we're doing is we're trying to prove to ourselves and maybe other people that we're okay, that we're worthy. And we've forgotten that how can we not be worthy, because we're not part of the universe. We are the universe. It is us. But we've forgotten our true nature. We've forgotten our divine nature. So we seek to spend our whole lives proving to ourselves that we are something that we're not. It's all false. So what I want to do is give people an opportunity to discover that, to slow down. And it's either going to happen by choice or by default. Because what will happen is they'll get some illness. They'll get some disease, some condition. And then all of a sudden they'll say, I have to quit my job because I can't work because I have to heal myself. And they didn't want their job in the first place. I'm going to tell you a quick story about this place in China. It's called the Huasha Center, which closed in 1998. It's the largest medicineless hospital in the world. And so many people who learned about this realized how we're going about healing in the Western world pretty much and not in an effective way. Because we think we need to, again, do chemotherapy, do radiation treatment, do drugs, once in a while they say do diet. That's an amazing shift. But nobody ever talks about this. No doctor has ever said, you know, when I went to a doctor because I had an autoimmune disorder, because I had a job 20 years ago that was so stressful, I had to do it because I was a single parent and I didn't have insurance. I thought I needed insurance, so I took a full-time sitting in a desk job, running a business that I knew nothing about. And I did what I was conditioned to do. Produce, do more, go faster, work longer. That made me a better person, made me more valuable if I could do that. And what happened was I got sick. So nobody ever said to me, any doctor and specialist that I went to said, what's going on in your life? Are you happy? Are you doing what you really love to do? How is your family life? You know, are you married? Do you have children? Tell me about that. Nobody discussed that. Except for Hawaiian healing. This is how I discovered this. The 20 years ago is when I discovered my path towards healing, and I decided that nobody can heal me. They can give me drugs. I didn't need surgery, but that's another option in our society. If I was going to be well and find my path to wellness, I was going to have to dive deep into me. What drove me? What made me the person that I am? Why did I create? And I'm not saying that we all create our illnesses. However, I believe that we are more powerful than we believe, and that nothing happens to us. Because if that's the case, if somebody else created your illness, or the environment created your illness, or what you ate created your illness, then we're giving away our power. We're becoming victims. And that means we're powerless, we can't change it. But when we realize that it's actually our thoughts that create everything. Your thoughts, and not just that, your beliefs, your attitudes, your words, and your actions. Most importantly, our reactions. We are a reactive society. So, when I started doing Hawaiian healing, this is very important. My kahuna, my teacher of La'au Kahea, which is called Hawaiian spiritual healing, wasn't plant healing, it was energy healing. It's the first time I experienced energy healing. He said to me, before you work with someone, ask them, do you think you can be healed? And if they say no, then say, I'm sorry, I can't work with you. Because it's not about you, Maryna, healing this person. You're not a healer. The person is the healer. You're just providing the tools and the facilitation for that to occur. Hopefully changing something in their mind about their existence, about who they are. So that's how I healed myself. I went to the beach every day. I went down to halftime and I put my feet on the ground and I looked out at the ocean. They said, drink in the water, drink in the beauty of the ocean, drink in the chi, the energy. They call it mana in Hawaiian. And then many years later, I discovered Qigong after I had a dance injury, and I had to heal myself that way. But I knew it was the key, because Qigong is not just about exercise and a series of methods or movements. And I went about it just like any other Westerner does. I went to China, I stayed for a month, I learned all the movements, I took Tai Chi, medical Qigong, and then I came back and I dutifully practiced, right? because I thought doing more would produce a better result. And I basically was not really doing Qigong. I was just doing what I do with Qigong. Doing. So, and I wanted to learn more. That's the kind of person I am. So I sold my house and I kept going back to China to learn more and more and more. And what I realized that I had a lot of knowledge, but I was not living the Qigong experience. I was not becoming more relaxed. I may have thought I was getting more relaxed and healing my body, but really I was just creating more stress in my life. So what I want White Feather Retreat to be is a place for people to stop doing. Yes, learn something new, but have an opportunity to really learn who you are and what is the truth of yourself. Because we have this lifetime. That's all we have right now. Actually, we only have this moment. I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. So I have to be ready to let go of everything and just be right here. And so this is an opportunity for people to turn off the tape loops, or at least become conscious of them. What are the thoughts they think? What are the words they use? And I, as a teacher, feel it's my responsibility to be brutally honest with people. That's another thing. We sugarcoat things. We don't speak our truth. And there are ways you can say things that aren't hurtful, but they're truthful. So I only want to live my truth. I only want to learn how to look at myself. And when my Qigong teacher was here this past week, he talked a lot about this. And he also talked a lot about this thing we talk about often called ego. And I realized, I thought I was a pretty humble person until I listened to him.
Really. Another way, when you're more awareness, you know you didn't need it too much. We eat a lot because based on our desire. Not really we needed so many food. We feel to nourish. But for Qigong, you also can nourish the universe when you trust.
It's a process, and I want to give people an opportunity to go there and take that first step to change.